And howdy. Hey, it is Tuesday. Yay me. I don't know. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I'm still recovering from this awesome weekend that we had up there in Austin, Texas, Cedar Park, Texas, Round Rock, whatever you want to call it. And we already have a number of arrivals here. Let's see. Fly Zone Drones, Mikey, uh, Chris, Sunrise Water Media, the other Chris, Doc Murdoch, AR Drone Nerd. Uh, who else? Let's see. Yeah, too poop to pop is, yeah, that's about an understatement. But wasn't it freaking awesome? I mean, just getting to meet all the people that we see constantly in the chats, that was worth it right there. That was worth it right there. So, Doc, are you back home yet, or are you still driving around in the countryside? Sunrise, you didn't have far to go. And Harley FPV, howdy, feller. I imagine your granddaughter, she just had a ball. Lone Star, oh, here we go. Hold on, I gotta switch over here something, and then I'm gonna share this with the rest of the troops. That would be the second one. Dad Random had one, bought one from Best Buy, and that thing was DOA, meaning it was dead. It would not turn on, and he just returned it. Really, there's many people that bought this thing that are not too thrilled with this. So you've done some more testing on it. It won't last more than a few minutes. Now, that's not good. Have you even had a chance to put it on a quad to fly on? I mean, as long as you got airflow going over the top of it, you should be okay. But getting enough airflow over it's going to be the trick. Well, you could always get a fan like that to hold it under the camera and cool it off as you go. You just gotta have a really long extension cord. Yeah, Jake Sloan in Alaska likes this, but I mean, his average temperature is what, 30 degrees this time of year? So, yeah, that camera seems to have some issues. Hopefully, I can resolve it. I guess we'll just wait for a couple firmware upgrades and see what happens. But Fly Zone, Mike, he's got one coming, I'm guessing. I won't buy anything till the power combo is out, and that's not supposed to be hitting or shipping till the 24th of the month. And eat more possum in the house. Brant, you missed out. You should have come down for spin up. Yeah, Mikey won his at spin up, so I guess the gift horse. And then who was it? Ben Cartwright won the choice between Air 2S or the DJI FPV. And then, of course, Mr. Ray Kelly cleaned up on the Mavic 3. So, yeah. Well, Mike, congratulations on your win. I won something too. It's around here some damn place. I won the book, the FPV book. And I've set it down, and I don't know. I can't remember where I put it. It's around here somewhere. And actually, believe it or not, that was the second time for me to win that book. So I actually want a digital copy on Painless 360 stream. And he sent me the code, and it was for Apple products only, and I don't have Apple, and I'm not about to buy Apple, so I couldn't really use it. Didn't I give it to you, Eat More Possum? Anyway, so now I have the hard copy, much to Sunrise's concern. Will there be any more Texas meetup this year? In a single word, no. And Genesee in the house. Speaking of cleaning up, what do you say there? Yeah. Yeah, going back to the office yesterday was not as fun as one might have thought. But yeah, that's what I thought. I gave it to Eat More Possum. That's so now it was a good time, to be had by all. Just meeting. I mean, we've got half the people in this chat were at that spin up, and it was definitely worth it. Little side story: I actually ended up staying in the same apartments that I used to live at, and the building right next to the building I lived in. Kind of wild looking out the window to see old apartment, but hey, yeah, I still got to use my old parking spot. But yeah, that was a fun little side story, and I think, let's see, Friday night we had that happy hour reception at the Whitestone Brewery. We had a pretty good turnout at that too. There were just a few folks that didn't make it. Like Art didn't make it in. Um, Lee didn't make it for that, but I mean, I guess when you traveled in on Friday, that's gonna happen. So Saturday we had the actual event. A couple of us showed up early to help them set up. Got the show over with. There were some audio issues in the beginning, more for the online crowd than it was for us. We had, I mean, food was taken care of. Lunch was good. A lot of interesting folks. Um, Troy from QSL, Quality Standard Labs, was there to speak. Aldrin from Flight Path came to speak. Um, Things got a little mixed up here and there because timelines that got mixed up. Even Emacs and DJI both popped in. I was the marketing director for Emacs, and then I was the chief pilot in North America for DJI. And they actually took questions out of the crowd, so hats off to them for that. Some tough questions were asked. And basically, what it boils down to, if you own DJI products and they're not doing what you wanted to do, you need to speak up. You need to go on social media and tell them, hey, we need this feature. Apparently, DJI is keeping an eye on social media. And if there's a feature that you want, get on social media and voice your opinion. Apparently, that's what carries the most at DJI. But it was also interesting to find out that the US market is not the largest market for DJI. The largest market for DJI is China, followed by Europe. US market only comes in third place on that. So, no, there was a number of channels that said that US is the largest market for DJI. It is not. It is not. So, I'm not even going to start again on this mess of HR 3919. Let's see if there's any news on that. Let's see, what do we have? Well, the Secure Equipment Act is on the president's table. So, and yeah, so Doc is trying to corrupt Jenna to go into FPV. She actually won an FPV kit, so we'll see. She flew the DJI Digital FPV at the meetup. Actually, on Sunday morning, Troy, the guy from Quality Standard Labs, is also the president of the local AMA chapter out there. And he's opened up the field for us to fly. Only thing is, you get that many people in one area, where you're just going to walk on top of each other. And was still fun. I got a couple of flights in. I know there's a number of us that got a couple of flights in. Callie actually brought out his Mavic 3 for people to fly. It is surprising how quiet that thing is. But I'm not a buyer. It is too much money. Is it too much money for what it is? I don't know. And apparently right now the only thing you can buy at Best Buy are the Fly More combos, and they're just outrageous at $3,000. No. But speaking of Best Buy, saw a thing today that the Evo One is on closeout clearance at not the Evo One, the Parrot Anafi. The Parrot Anafi is on closeout at Best Buy for under $500. Well, okay, Brent, this is actually a Secure Equipment Act, and this has more to do with um, telecommunications security. But basically, what it does is a while back, the FCC was told to create a covered list. And now the FCC has told whoever is on that covered list is still is not going to get authorization for any more FCC or authorizations. So DJI going on a covered list, that's an FCC matter. The president has nothing to do with that. FCC already said we're going to put them on there. So I'm going to sound like a broken record, but I would be really careful with I would be really careful with any kind of DJI purchases right now till they figure out what they're going to do with that. And Mr. Bob Casey in the house. Well, Donovan, the guy from DJI, he was asked about the covered list, and he put it very politically correct. At the current time, none of the DJI equipment is on the covered list. So okay, Doc Murray's asking, is Parrot still supporting it? Simple answer, I don't know. I would assume they are. I mean, they're still being sold at other retailers, online retailers too. And we have Scott, Jackrabbit, FPV, and One Vision Aerial. Who else have I missed here? Yeah, and if you wouldn't mind, if you all hit that old thumbie upper button for me, I would appreciate it. Let's see, Jackrabbit. Let's make you blue. Let's get you wrenched. All right. Yeah, it was just a good time this weekend. And if you look behind me, you see the table. Everybody that was at the meetup signed on it, put their stickers on it if they had any. That'll be our table for future meetups. Already smashed the button 3 times. Well, I guess that'll. No, nobody got smurfed. We just made them blue. But yeah, there's not a lot going on this week. I didn't see too many too many other news breaking. Oh, Autel has a sale going on for refurbished Evo 2s and Evo 2 Pros, if anybody's in the market for one of those things. Yellow Rose, when is the next Central Texas Drone meetup? Probably in February. We got Thanksgiving here later this month. People are going to be traveling. I'm going to be traveling. Next month is holidays. January is just going to be cold. I'm thinking probably closer to February before I put the next meetup together. I'm going to have, I've got to burn up some vacation before the first of the year. Well, thank you, Scott. About time somebody figured that out. But you ruined my reputation here. I haven't spent that withdrawals. Just have another beer. You'll be fine. It'll be okay. See, Sunrise, take example on Scott here. And Uncle Bill. Hope you made it home safe and sound. What am I getting here? I'm getting all sorts of messages here. Let's see. Well, Chris was going to pop in, but he is stuck at Home Depot. Chris, I mean Dad Random. And apparently I was mistaken with Troy's company is Quad Standard Labs and not Quality Standard Labs. Even though he prides himself on quality, so I guess it could be interchangeable. But Troy's company is called Quad Standard Labs. But he's a pretty knowledgeable dude. And he's got some serious toys. The couple of quads that he brought out, geez. Having birthday dinner with your wife. Is it the wife that has birthday or is it you? Either way, happy birthday. Enjoy your dinner. We're having a birthday in the house, folks. Broadcast live from Home Depot. Yeah, I don't know that's going to work so hot. It's the wifey. So, Uncle Bill, you've been wrenched now too. Happy birthday, wifey, for another trip, a successful trip around the sun. So y'all enjoy your dinner. I hope you brought her back some bling from your little boys' weekend out. And yeah, the meetup Sunday morning was good fun. We finally figured out. Oh, we got pictures. Watch out. Doc Murdo, what did you send? Can we show this? Oh, yeah. Let me pull this up here. Where's my email? Oh, there we go. After our Sunday flying, we actually went over and had lunch at some Mexican joint in North Austin. So let me share this picture. Doc just sent that to us. There we go. We got a rowdy bunch. Lee's sitting right up front here. We got Brad Allison, Sean Oz, Ed Richter, myself, Kelly, Irvin, and Eldoran, Uncle Billy right here. So that was a good time. We just a quick lunch before we all start heading out our directions. Thanks for sending that, Chris. There we go. He had to head off and meet his family down here in San Antonio after this lunch. But anyway, it was a good time. I think everybody thoroughly enjoyed themselves. So did I miss anybody in the chat so far? Oh, Jim Stroning in the house. I got a good turnout here tonight, even though I really don't have much to talk about for some reason. Well, we got plenty to talk about, but you know what happens at Spin Up stays at Spin Up. If you guys haven't seen it yet, Ken Heron brought his V-Copter Falcon, and he was going to demonstrate it. And, you know, as in true Murphy's Law, he had a heck of a time trying to get the thing started. But once he got it started, that thing actually flies really well. I actually got to get the controls for a bit till some mini guy tried to knock me out of the sky with it. For some reason, I got blamed for that, and I still don't know how that worked. But anyhow, Saturday night I went with a couple guys over to some parking garage to fly. Was Ed Richter, was Sean Oz, Ken Dobo, Ken Heron, and we actually flew that V-Copter off the top of the parking garage after sundown. It was an interesting flight, to say the least, but it does pretty good. It does pretty good with low light. So, and Johnny Drone Flyer in the house. Johnny, it was good to meet you in person. Actually, I'm going to have to grab this here real quick. I mean, we got a Johnny Drumflyer hat now, so we're gonna have to wear that every now and again too. And Joe Blaylock, he learned at spin that he was short. Well, you are short. All of y'all are short. Yeah, flying at that parking garage was fun and extremely challenging, and I give you that. I cracked actually the lens on my Osmo Action, and I lost the lens on my CADX Peanut. So, actually, I've got one more picture I need to share, and um, this one is kind of fun because I'm actually going to have to come up with a caption to this picture. Where is it at? We're going to have some. I'm going to have some fun with this picture. I'm just looking at these facial expressions. Like he goes like, "You had one job," and Chris goes like, "I put it right here," and Kelly goes like, "What the fuck, guys?" So, excuse my French, but I'm going to have to I'm going to have to come up with some to do some do a little Sunrise Florida Media editing on that picture. Yep, Harley, you really nailed it right there. Well, I can't help it that y'all are so darn short. Where you at? There you are. Yeah, there is a trough of pictures out on Facebook too. Um, it was just a great weekend. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I know everybody else did too. Yeah, we're not even going to get into your picture there, Johnny. Let me see if I can't pull up some pictures here real quick. Let's see. Let's see if we can't pick up some picture. Oh, what did you post those under your? Who else put a bunch of pictures up? Uh, duh, duh, duh. Chrome. Of course, now that we're looking for them, we can't find them. But we go. Okay, well, we'll pull this up. We got Rodney Bell, we got Ten Toes, we got Mike Miller. We got Chris Hope. Well, there's me. We got Matt Cundiff, London Ord, Brad Alston, Johnny Drone Flyer, and Aldrin from Flight Path. Sunrise Water Media, Genesee, Doc Murdoch, Mike Miller again. There's Captain Ray before he knew that he won big time. There's Dovo, Stan was the back to us. There's Joe Baylock. Here's Dennis Lovelady. Here is Troy from Quat Standard Laps. Before I screw that up again. There's Chris looking guilty as hell. Well, there's Jackrabbit. Well, there's Ken Dono. And this is Chris's guilty face. He looks at me like that. I already know he done something. He knew he should have known better. All right. There's that Richter. Here's Harley. Yeah, we've got all the usual suspects in the house. All right, and so whoever didn't make it to spin it, put it on your calendar for next year. Well, let's go over to Lee's. Let's see. Come on, Lee, find some. Oh, here's some pictures of in the venue. That's Troy was Quad Standard Laps giving this little speak. Of course, we got the best side of everybody, the hindsight, but oh well. We definitely filled the place up. So it was a great turnout. We about had everybody there. We put up chairs for 80 some people, and we almost had them all filled. Not bad at all. And Chris Hope's in the house, and Tex Arch Throne guy, Michael. Good evening, y'all. Yeah, next year should be more epic. You got that right. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. I was a short time short weekend, or well, it wasn't a short weekend, but I mean, time just flew. I don't think you can expand that any larger than what it is, but if we were to put one more person per chair or per row, or two more persons per row, you still wouldn't be cramped. So, well, Johnny, I may not grow anymore, but it's definitely time for you to start doing some growing, preferably up. No, you're already old. You just forget the growing up part. Sunrise, what do you know about Maddie's 5-inch? Never mind. Loaded question. That was just great to see, to have names to go, or have faces to go with all the names that you see all the time in the chats. No comment. You really want to go there, right? Okay. We haven't watched it yet. What? Well, Chris really did some miracle work on that video, because we all heard Kelly sing at the event, and he must have lost his voice somewhere along the ways, because it sounded pretty rough. But anyways, I think I'm going to keep our stream a little bit on the shorter side today. Apparently, Dad's not going to make it because he's still at Home Depot. And now I could almost feel sorry for him. Almost. Auto tune it up to 11. Yeah. Well, I found out that I'm, I think I'm going to no longer use that Mambo. I think I'm going to go back to my X-Lite for controller. I'm not really that impressed with that thing right now. But anywho, it's been good seeing all you guys popping in on the stream here. I appreciate y'all. If you would hit that like button on the way out, please. I really would appreciate that. I'm tired. I need a nap. It's been he's Chris is summing it up right there. Have a great night, everyone. See y'all somewhere, and we'll be somewhere in somebody's stream at some point or another. I popped in with Lloyd last night for a bit just to rub his nose in that he couldn't make it to. Well, it's unfortunate. I know he would have loved to have been there, but it's been fun. We'll be talking about this some more, I'm sure, in the future. Hopefully, we'll find some more newsworthy items. Until then, y'all have a good night. Appreciate anyone and everyone that came by here. And we'll see you next Tuesday. Until then, be safe out there.